Hey guys, Tyra here, bringing you a 1v1 today. We are on Kholodny Ferma Winter. Playing for today, spawning on the left is Paul on his Smith account, playing as OKW, and his loadout is Scavenge, Breakthrough and Special Operations on the right. We have Brosras once again as Soviets, and he has NKVD, Conscript Support Tactics and Urban Defense. This time he goes straight for his tier 1 rather than capping a point and then coming back, like we saw on Crossing in the Woods. Paul going for Kuba Wagon, double Kuba Wagon. Actually played him, and he did the same strategy against me. I was Brits. I went double Vickers to counter it, and it worked out alright. But then he went double ISGs and it was a very small map, so they got wrecked. But yeah, up until that point, I think it was a pretty good strategy. And here we go, a lot of ghosted sandbags on the cutoff. It's going to make it very hard for those Kubals to path around this. Go for those cutoff plays. So that's pretty good from Brosras. And we're seeing some ghosted wire here from Paul on that avenue, making it harder to go for that munitions point and the garrison. So triple Kubals, and we did hear Brosras last time saying no triple Kubals. We're going to see it here from Paul once again. Well, not once again, but what Brosras was talking about, finally. This means he can get a lot of map control. Obviously it's not going to bleed any manpower having to repair them up. This is going to be the end of these combat engineers. There they go, bit of sloppy play there by Brosras, and now he's not going to have any way of repairing up his M3 that he needs to counter these Kubals with. It's a pretty disastrous start, honestly. He's making a run for the garrison. Only 2 windows from this though. Can't really do much damage to these Kubals in return. Looks like Paul's going to send one to cap and maybe one to fight. We're going to see perhaps... So it'll be very interesting to see what Brosras gets with this next manpower purchase. Go for more conscripts. Okay. Cut off play here from the penals. And now Paul transitioning into those folks. Will this be the end of the first Kubal? Speeding down the road, M3, a bit slow to chase, get around that corner. Looks like the Kubal's going to be just fine. And PM's going to be forced away. But because Paul didn't capture that central VP, he is cut off. That is one of the problems with not choosing to cap that central VP. Oh, M3, Paul decided not to reverse this all the way back to base, but M3 could be in trouble now. SCGs do quite a lot of damage to the rather low armor of the M3. Coming forwards with his folks, but Brosras is not intimidated by this, because he doesn't have access to the Faust yet. That being said, yeah, his truck is in production now, so it won't be too long before his tech is underway, but a bit late building his truck probably. Oh my god, why is he bringing this forwards right now? Okay, well, here goes that Kubal, very unnecessary loss. Perhaps he's having trouble trying to micro this one as well. Double M3s, oh my god. To counter the triple Kubal. This is a very unconventional play. This time Paul's can actually go for a Raketin. And yeah, this fuel has, all the south basically has been neutralized for a very long period of time. Is M3 going to be able to chase down this Kubal? Remember, Kubal has the same armor front and back, so it doesn't really matter when you expose its rear armor. Unlike every other vehicle in the game. It kind of makes sense, right? Car usually has similar armor front and rear, you know. Same could be said about the M3, I suppose, but whatever. Once again, though, Brosras managing to get onto that cutoff. Okay, this time, good use of the Raketin creeping up. Oh, but it gets spotted by the M3 before it can get its shot off. And he pops the penals out. Now Kugel's trying to fight the penals. And they're shredding them quite quickly. This Kugel trying to get out of there. No, it's going to stick around. These constructs are going to be forced away very shortly. Yeah, imagine if he didn't have that Raketin there. It probably would have been so much better for Brosras. So good to see Paul actually learning from his previous mistakes. Got them for the mechanised truck. 28 fuel though, still quite a ways away from the looks. And if Brosras keeps sending these conscripts on to cap this VP, there'll be trouble. It looks like Paul's now afraid of anti-tank grenades. Is this the stage of the game where anti-tank grenades are a possibility? Oh, almost goes down to the flat base right there. And it looks like Paul going for the neutralize as well with the Jaegers that were deployed from the church. So both players are going to be quite strapped for fuel in the early game, and we're already 7 minutes into the game. In some matches, you probably see looks already. Not yet. Doesn't care if it's Raketin, good decision.
Can now attack tanks with AT grenades.
So he's got double M3s with flamers. This could be nasty, man. This could be really nasty. Needs to get that camouflage going on that Raketin. I think it's going to be his best chance of knocking these M3s out is having that Raketin and cloak. Being able to ambush these M3s, but remember those M3s have the sight detection bonus on stealth units, so they will spot them from further away than most other vehicles. Oh, misses that shot. Very unlucky there for Paul. And yeah, he pops out once again with the penals, not wanting to risk losing them inside the vehicle. It looks like he's going to be able to take down this Raketin. It's set up there in negative cover. Filtration grenades probably going to destroy the building. Yeah, in fact, double them filtration grenades. But this is going to be full retreat here from Paul. In fact, could lose the squad here to the penals in his retreat path. Game's already a vet too, man. They vet up so quickly. One of the things they are addressing in the balance mod. And look at this, every other squad's maybe V1, not just. Because already 2 in the third. Well, here comes the looks like it's going to take an anti-tank grenade here. There goes one of the Kugels as well. And both the Kugels. Why do you run that back through here? This conscript's probably going to get away though. Looks with damaged engine. So things looking really good for Brosras. I mean, he got off to a terrible start losing that combat engineering squad, but now he's taken down all 3 of the Kugels, so he's in a pretty good position. Being said, he's also been quite strapped for fuel. Going for this many M3s does stunt your tier 3 quite a long way. And also going for those anti-tank grenades. It's 25 more fuel spent there. But definitely worthwhile, because if he didn't snare this, probably would have lost that that conscript, that one-man conscript, maybe even more. Just going for the AT grenades was the right decision there. He's got the choice now. He can either take tier 3, maybe get a Zis out, or just go straight for tier 3. I say tier 2. Whatever. You know what I'm trying to explain. Look, tripping in. These conscripts toss the anti-tank grenade so they can chase. If he didn't toss the anti-tank grenade... Oh my god. Would have died on retreat there because the Lux would have been able to just chase him down the entire way, but... he got away. Man, that was lucky. That was just absurdly lucky, honestly. Jaeger's trying to mix it up against the penals. Yeah, sniping there with those low health models with the G43.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
Don't know how that works. Once a model drops below 75% health, the G43 can kill them in one shot for the Jaeger lights. Not on regular grenadiers, G43s for austere. That's not how those work. And there goes one of the M3s. So this Lux has really been doing a lot of damage. Probably should have resulted in a wipe as well. One's got conscripts. Get the wipe here. Jaeger switch targets to them. He retreats. Man, I thought he might have stuck around there, tried to get the wipe. Especially, you know, as they are trying to cross the negative cover road there, would have been a golden opportunity. Their model was quite high health, but remember, might have got sniped by that G43.
AT gun is ready for combat.
And yeah, he did check tier 2, getting out that Zis. Bit late to do this though. We should have done this about a minute or two ago if this was going to be his plan.
A sector has been cut off.
This looks, man. In fact, that's the second one. I was like, hold on, why has it only got 3 kills? It's because he's built another one. He's really just putting the boost to Brosras right here. Already we've seen so many swings in this game. Oh, there's the Zis. Look, should be fine though, backing down the road, gets that movement speed buff. What? He's coming forwards. He's turning around. The pathing. But doesn't have sight of it. Once again, not capping the central VP has really cost Paul. Could have had quite a large VP lead and he keeps getting cut off.
Heavy machine gun team prepared for combat.
Let's just try and shoot at that squad. Why not? It's not too much else in this. The Verup looks ready to roll once again. He hasn't gone for the repair pioneers yet on the tech truck. Very defensive tech truck as well. I mean, usually it's a good idea to put it somewhere around here because you can reverse down the road, so you can get to that repair station quite quickly, and it's quite a safe location there as well. But you've got to be careful as well planting around here because you could get mass satchel charged if your opponent is spamming penals. But we're not seeing that. Only got one squad of penals from Brosras. Kind of using the tier 1 more as a counter to those mass rakettans by the M3s rather than the traditional penal spam. And this is one thing that the Lux really struggles against. Units and garrisons just does almost nothing to them, which is also something I think was addressed in the balance mod. Its damage got decreased against infantry, but you know, it gets a bonus against units and garrisons. And there's a flak panzer, so Paul's going all in on these early game light vehicle. Well, I suppose flak panzer is a medium vehicle, but it's kind of like a light vehicle. Just going all in on the strategy here. And Brosras doesn't have any coolant tanks to bail him out of trouble. So he's probably going to have to invest in an Su-76. Perhaps 2 of them. Oh my god, this is just carnage here. Very surprised Brosras hasn't put down his tier 3 yet. He's getting punished for it. And another squad of Jaegers deployed behind the Zis. Looks like this is going to be the end of the Verup looks. Yeah, there it goes, but Zis gets decrewed. The 105 artillery being brought down on the church, trying to clear out that Maxim. Maxim gets out of the right door though. I'll try to do a retreat around the north. Avoid those vehicles in its retreat path. These 2 tanks trying to stop these troops from stealing that Zis back, and now he's crewed it with the Jaeger lights trying to get it out of there. Is that a 45mm anti-tank gun? Oh man, what is this? Brosras bringing in the 45mm AT gun. He's bringing 2 of them. The old pea shooter. I forgot that he even had access to this. Urban defense. Problem with this is that it's not good. It's got a pretty good setup time, as you can see, pretty good rate of fire, but I feel like maybe its cone of fire should be a bit wider, like the US Forces anti-tank gun. I think that would be a good buff to it. Definitely needs a little bit of a buff. You never see it. But desperate times call for desperate measures, and you needed anti-tank guns right now. Couldn't afford to wait for those Zis to be built. So here we go. Paul now has quite a heavy investment into anti-tank himself, which is kind of unfortunate because there's not much for them to actually shoot at. Maybe he would have been better off salvaging that, but I don't think he could have. You know, there's a lot of squads nearby. It would have been quite risky to try and salvage it. And this thorough salvage does take a long time. Whilst it does give you, you know, a few bonuses, munitions and whatnot, it's not as good when it comes to denying those team weapons. So using a tech round on the center. And I didn't even know you could do that. You can apparently you can kill a booby trap with a tac round from something. That is crazy. Never seen that before. Still triple cap coming on very shortly from Paul. Brosras getting quite low on VPs, and he doesn't have much in the late game to bail him out. Having selected this commander, he can't just go for a call-in. Finally getting up his tier 3, but now he's got those double 45mm AT guns. I don't know. Is he going to go for the Su-76 or is he going to go straight for a T-34? That is the question. T-34 does match up very, very well with what Paul has currently, but he's got to be careful about those 2 anti-tank guns.
Battle damage estimates show the enemy at 300 points. Infantry, cut them down.
Well, there goes an anti-tank grenade, going to slow down that looks. Perhaps to cap this VP in the north, slow the drain. Black Panzer forced away the squad in the south. And that is one of the problems on the right hand side. Can be very hard to cap the VPs. I've seen it many times. Which is kind of why the dynamic works on this map between the Axis and Allies. Allies, you know, have to be aggressive to cap the VPs and go for that cutoff, whereas the Axis have easy access to the VPs and then they can try to get to the late game a bit easier. So if the factions were a bit better balanced, perhaps Kholodny Ferma wouldn't be as good of a map. This is kind of funny. He does go for the SU-76, now a T-70. Oh, is this going to be the end of this conscript squad? Goes for the run and gun on the conscript. I think it's better just to be stationary with your STG folks in those situations. So I believe they only get 2 STGs, right? So they've still got 3 of their regular rifles, which are quite dreadful. Well, they're not dreadful, but they're not very good at firing on the move. Is he going to run over this shoe mine here? Yeah, very close to it. Doesn't have any sweepers, remember. He's got that flamethrower. And now that he's got so many vehicles, probably needs another squad of combat engineers as well. Just for repairs. 45 mils opening up on the flak panzer. He's derping it. He's just doing a pirouette here. Conscripts hurrying in, perhaps hoping to get anti-tank grenades off. Flak panzer speeds down the road though, gets to safety. And these Jaeger lights kind of lose this engagement now. T-70 forces away the, looks like a Maxim there. Oh, 45mm AT-8 guns got brought up in support here. We've got the incendiary artillery as well on this forward retreat point. And a 105mm being brought in as well onto the 45mm AT-8 guns, forcing them away. So, you know, a lot of off-match being brought in there, bit of carnage, but no losses really. T-70, man, this thing's just so ridiculous. And that's another flak panzer for Paul. He's going all in on the call-ins. And 45mm facing up now. This could be disastrous. Both these tanks so close together, probably going to cause pathing issues here. Satchel! Oh no! Oh, there goes the looks. Now flak panzer trying to trade against the T-70, but 45mm being brought up. Flak panzer's probably going to go down here. It's driving forwards into the arc of the SU-76. SU-76 misses though. Raketin kills the SU-76, but flak panzer goes down to the 45mm. This thing's set up so quickly. Oh, carnage! Carnage! I think that was probably a bit sloppy there from Paul. I don't think there was any real reason he had to lose both his light vehicles there. But it was good of him to bring up that Raketin to finish the job on the SU-76. That was a nice touch. But now he's in a tough spot. He spent so much on call-ins, can't really afford to tech. He's just going to have to be stuck with those flak panzers. Meanwhile, Brosras has been saving up quite a lot of fuel. Going for another SU-76.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
Oh, conscripts. No, somehow survived that. And, wow. It's pretty much the only thing that the flak panzer's armor can actually bounce. And this is very risky bringing forward these anti-tank guns on. Like, It's basically zero health.
Enemy forces are
Could
capturing our
go down
supplies.
to a couple volleys from the Jaeger lights. The game with veterancy. Tracking, yeah, okay, whatever. Rotation speed and reload, yeah, that's alright. Penetration and accuracy. Yeah, so you want to get them to Vet 3, get that penetration buff. Oh! T70 once again, just wiping squads. Is this going to be the end of the penals, or is the flak panzer just going to fail once again? Oh my god, this is actually ridiculous. Maybe the Maxim's going to get the wipe. Yeah, I think the Maxim got the wipe there, baby. Oh man. You see, just like the flak panzer is just so much worse than the T70 at wiping squads. Which probably shouldn't be considering its cost.
We have 200 points remaining.
The other thing said, T70 is obviously very overpowered, so perhaps the flak panzer's in an alright position. It seems to be.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
Paul getting quite aggressive, going for the cutoff, trying to probably going to try and establish that triple cab once again. Oh, this could be trouble. Raketen, yeah, gets a bit out of position there. Should retreat now, otherwise risk losing it to this T70. Not T70 decides to destroy the M3 wreck there instead. He's going to get the neutralize. And there he goes. But his retreat pass quite poor. Got to bunch up. No. Look how clumped up these guys are. He retreats instantly. And that was very unfortunate for the flak panzer having to reload right at that exact period. Oh, here comes T-34 going after the flak panzer. We've got Aziz in a nice position to cover it though. T-34 was going to disengage. And an incendiary artillery going to force away these team weapons. Allow that T-34 to escape. And he does, he gets Stern Pioneers, so did he actually ever get the repairmen? He didn't, but he's doing it now. That flak panzer is going to be out of commission for a wee while. He's got quite a lot of fuel in the bank here. Interesting to see what he gets with it next. Losing those stern pioneers was a pretty big blow, honestly. Oh, okay, he's going to try to put some sandbags up, try and cover the central VP, lock it down with the Maxim. Good idea, good use of sandbags. Still not using camouflage on his Raketens enough, especially once it gets to Vet 1. There's no real reason not to just have it enabled the entire time. And it looks like Brosras is expecting a rotation down to the south here. Brings up his M42s. But moved them away because he knew that the T-70 was going to pick the cap with its secure mode in the nick of time. Didn't really need them there anymore. So it looks like he's moving them up to the north now to try and make sure this cap goes ahead smoothly. And he's bringing up a Maxim to try and contest the centre as well. This guy's Raketen here, but once again not being on stealth. Allowing Brosras to dodge it. Now it's on stealth. T-34 is aware of its position, I'm pretty sure. Was backing away. Here comes T-70. Still requires 2 hits to kill at that amount of health. Looks like he's maybe going to set up shop on this. With if he has his conscripts behind the sandbags, 2 42s there. Probably going to be pretty safe to camp those that VP. I think he hears this through the fog of war coming up. A couple of nice hits there from the M42s. Forcing away the flak panzer. T-34 heads up that way, but yeah, the action's already over. Another flak panzer now from Paul. Looks like he wants to set up his flak truck in the centre as well. Try and lock down that central VP. Yeah, it looks like that one model was outside of the sandbags, resulting in that squad getting pinned. But Brosras climbing his way back into this game, going for the Katyusha now. Pretty good decision, I think. It's low on VPs, but I mean, it's going to be able to help him break up this team weapon camp from Paul, which would otherwise have a massive struggle to do so. 35s wanted to kill that flak panzer, but now just trying to get away. And here comes the Zis, forcing away the T-34. Caddy looks like it's targeting the Zis, but doesn't really find much success yet. Paul's kind of running straight into it. Oh my god. Probably going to be the end of the Maxim. Nope, T-70 goes down. And now the flak panzer are going for some... flak panzer's trying to get around, maybe take out these anti-tank guns, and maybe the T-34 as well, maybe the Katyusha. Katyusha backing right into the back corner. Flak panzer's going to take anti-tank grenades here, perhaps? No, he gets away. And yeah, you can still use this in the base. It's being addressed in the bounce mod, but... might be able to get this engineer squad on retreat. Ooh, not quite. Still pretty good engagement there for Paul, taking down the T-70, which is so useful at this stage of the game. Having access to the recon mode really helps you line up those Katyusha shots. I mean, so of course just good at wiping squads and playing on the flanks. So yeah, that's a pretty big blow to Brosras, losing that T-70. And I mean, he almost got the Katyusha, but lesser players probably would have forgotten about its positioning and maybe lost it right there. So good work from Brosras, limiting the amount of damage he took from that push. I mean, he's 89 VPs, he's got to make some big plays happen here. And he probably would like to have some PPSH conscripts, but yeah, not available in this doctrine, unfortunately. Oh, that caddy barrage. Doesn't quite get the max, and flak panzer's now going after the caddy. And it looks like the caddy's going to go down. It's just being brought up. Got some incendiary artillery, perhaps going to clear these anti-tank guns. Flak panzers need to switch targets now to the T-34. And what's he doing? Why is he trying to back these anti-tank guns away? Over the flames. This is bad play. Okay, now he stops it. Flak panzer still shooting at the infantry instead of the tank. Still shooting at the infantry. Probably could have taken out his T-34 by now. Where's the blitz as well? Combat blitz. No, it's on cooldown. Oh, but the T-34 misses the final shot. Is this extremely low health? Yeah, it's going to go down before it can get a shot off. Cruiser with the stern pioneers. T-34 should be able to get away. Excuse me. My god. Brosras capping the north whilst this is all going on. So the VP clock has stopped. 63 though, he's right up against it. Flak base in the centre as well. Pretty much impossible to cap this now. Unless he gets some more, like, fires a mortar and uses smoke. So it's pretty much his only chance. But, I mean, with his forward retreat point here, it's very hard to contest the centre. He's got to play those corner VPs. Got the maxim down here, so no easy caps for Paul in the south. But yeah, that was a pretty big blow, losing his Katyusha right there. Did he steal that Rakitin? No, he didn't steal that Rakitin. It was up here. It looks like Paul got that back as well. Oh man. Brosras in big trouble here. Oh, but he's got the 45 mils going to work on the Shura HQ. I was worried about this. If you use tracking, if you use tracking, you can spot that. But that's going to be the end of the flak base. You know, I was worried about that, placing so aggressively. And there it goes, before he can even react. Now he's perhaps going to lose his flak panzers, driving it head on into the two anti-tank guns here. There it goes, there's the Vet 3 one as well. Paul trying to bring up his anti-tank guns from the south. He's bringing the 105 artillery. Oh no, is this going to be the end of his second flak panzer? Rear armor exposed to the 45 mils, which have to back away. They're getting walloped by the 105 artillery. Before making a speedy getaway from those anti-tank guns. So pretty bad decision there by Paul, just running head on into all of that anti-tank with this flak panzer. I think losing his tech truck that fast got him a bit flustered.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
And even though Brosras is like 20 supply behind, if we look up at... Yeah, I mean, armies look pretty similar size to me. So that means, you know, he's got much more manpower income.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
For a similar sized army. It looked like the animation came from over here. The squad was over here. Filtration grenades coming in. Why is he sticking around? We're going to lose this squad now. Oh no. Missed opportunity there. I think if he kept that stationary, maybe able to get the white. Maxim can't stop these two squads. Just retreats. Drain is on though. 31 VPs left. Brosras capping in the south. About to neutralise the north. Paul fielded himself another flak panzer. Is this in a good position? Forcing away that T-34, which is veering up really nicely. Flak panzer, what's he doing with this thing, man? Maybe he thought with the double flak panzers he might be able to flank that T-34, but the other one was down here as well. He should have known that. He damaged its engine before. Kind of worked out for him well. I mean, maybe if that 45mm hadn't been there, Paul might have just dived in there. It's kind of lucky for him in some respects that it was actually there. And yeah, I mean, if he dived in there with that other T-34 nearby, probably would have been the end of both the flak panzers and probably would have lost the game after that. Another T-34 for Brosras, another Maxim as well. It's going to help him hold on to those Veeps, which he's about to lose in the north.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Got some conscripts heading up there now, but there's some Maxim up there.
We have a new
Conscripts can't win that.
standing by. Heavy machine gun.
Oh, excuse me, big sneeze. because who are around the side of the Maxim, but there's flak pans here as well ripping in. There's also a kitten. Not sure if this was revealed. It's on stealth now. There goes those conscripts. Vet3 cons down. The kitten connects with the T-34. Oh, but it clears it in one hit. Extremely lucky shot there from the T-34. And now he can probably use the secure mode on this tank. No. Yes, he is. He's using the secure mode. Good to see that in action here. You know, that's like an extra, almost 3/4 of the clock there, which actually counts a lot when you're on 21 VPs. It's probably a 1 or 2 VPs he saved there by using the secure mode before the conscripts arrived. Oh. Lag. Oh, the Faust damages both the engines in one hit. Oh my god.
We are suffering vehicle losses.
Now the Vet3 T-34 out here with a wounded engine. Is he going to move up his Zis? What's this Zis doing? It's just sitting here getting shredded by these Vet3 cons. He's backing it away. Black Panther's trying to take care of the Maxim. He's neutralized the center though. Black Panther just going around the side. Where's that Zis? Needs the Zis. Black Panther gets cleared. I mean, Maxim gets cleared, but there goes the Flak Panzer. Man, this thing is just ripping in. They're 3 now. No Flak Panzer is safe. That extra penetration buff really coming in handy against the Flak Panzer's frontal armor. Well, that didn't amount to much. Brosras has 2 of the VPs, so Paul's on the drain here. Looks like he's going to steal this Maxim though. But you know, he's back here, he's repairing up, he's not in a bad position. Go for more penals, interesting choice. Conscripts can't really match it against these vetted up Jaegers, so I kind of understand it.
Strafblatt needs orders.
Machine gun ready.
That being said, I mean, he's got his T-34s to fight the Jaegers. Satchels could come in handy though against all these support weapons.
Combat engineers are standing by.
More combat engineers, good idea.
The enemy has taken our
Really
supply
needs to keep these tanks on the battlefield at all times. There's one thing we actually haven't seen from Paul for a long time. He hasn't played any more mines. Perhaps that would be quite useful, especially up here in the north. Do some salvaging. Not that he really needs the resources, honestly, and maybe that would come in handy, that heavy cover, but oh well. And he steals the Raketin. Now Brosras has a much larger army. The Panzer going in trying to get behind the sandbags so he can really dish out to these cons. Vet3 T-34 though got a very good rate of fire. Oh, but they're conscripts! How did that happen? They just got wiped so quickly. Just moving up. But yeah, that was a bit sloppy, just chucking that Flak Panzer in there. Got the wipe on the cons, but incendiary artillery on the mid truck. Yeah, what's he gonna do here? He needed those Flak Panzers. He just kind of, I know they are a bit expendable, but not to this degree. Double range tank guns though, could this be the end of the T-34? Backs away out of the Rakitins. Didn't use a tech round on the Zis. long range caddy comes good. And some nice hits here. 4 kills already. Let's get some medics.
This proves there is no God.
We are losing territory.
But yeah, I mean, Brosras hanging on by a thread in terms of VPs, but now his army size quite far ahead of Paul. And maybe this was all due to this play here, trying to put his flak base to cover the center. Really backfired, died so quickly, barely protected the center at all. And now he doesn't have access to all those tech options. I'm sure he'd love to have like a Panther right now. Maybe even just a Panzer IV.
We are losing
Or
supplies to the enemy.
Yak Panzer, I mean just anything. Something slightly more mobile that can actually rotate between the top and the middle to defend against all these T-34s. It's going forwards. Is this Rakin going to be able to get 2 shots off? That's the question. Does, but he misses the second shot. Man, that is unfortunate. Maxim's going to go down here on negative cover.
One of our machine guns has been silenced.
Okay, these guys going to crawl around the side of this Maxim. Come out of suppression. The drain is on though. 15 VPs left for Brosras. He's calling in the artillery once again. Long range barrage though. Quite quick scatter, but he may be able to clear this V3 Maxim with it. T-34 comes back in, even though it's not on any amount of health.
The enemy has killed another infantry squad.
Secure mode on the T-34 on the north. 9 VPs left. He's got to neutralize it before he drains out. Oh, but the Zis is up there. He's got to stick around to get the neutralized though. This, yes. Oh, I can't believe it. He's still alive. He got the neutralized. 6 VPs left. Whoa. He's got a lot of repairs to do on these T-34s now, and drops the incendiary artillery just to stop the cap up here. Probably could just send that Zis up there to try to do the cap anyway. He's gone for a Puma. Perhaps he could have dived that T-34 there. I don't know. Goes for the cap with the Raketin. Oh, and just before it gets neutralized, there it goes. Probably, if this was me, I'd be using sprint with my Jaegers to try to get to the north and cap that as quickly as possible. We've got some penals up there now. One of the T-34 is back in action, heading up there. Got the Zis, got the Puma, so Paul is ready in the battle for the northern VP. This could decide the game right here. There you go, Puma opens up. So is the Zis. Oh, T-34 misses. Zis doesn't reface though. Pop smoke with the Puma, gonna use attack round. There goes the T-34. And Brosras surrenders with that loss of the T-34. Yeah, there's no way. Probably would have lost that game. But man, what a back and forth game. Close one. Paul gets revenge for that earlier crossing in the match. Crossing in the woods match we saw. Really fun game. To see the 45mm anti-tank guns, and they actually did a really good job, you know, kept those massive light vehicles and the flak panzers at bay, took down this tech truck, really showed their worth. Brosras, you know, he had to play really hard because none of his doctrines had call-ins, no get out of jail free cards. He almost did it, almost goes way back into this game. Perhaps he didn't lose that Katyusha. Maybe if he came a bit closer range on those Katyusha barrages, maybe he could have got the job done. Anyway, I'll wrap on that, guys. If you like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.